Hello! Today, as you can see, I am going to rank the Marvel characters, and I've got this tier list website up because I thought that would be easiest. You feel free to weigh in if you've got contrary opinions, but I say let's just go and rank them. So we're starting off with Goose, the cat. I like Goose, but they don't do anything. So Goose is an A+, obviously. I'm gonna skip this rock guy because I'm really bad with names, so I'm just gonna skip him and I'm gonna go in my own order. So Captain Marvel. Hi, F-Crawl. I'm ranking people today. Captain Marvel. She's kind of too overpowered. She's gonna go in D tier, and she doesn't really do anything. Ragnarok. Yeah, same tier. He was a bad villain, easy to defeat, you know. I kind of don't like the order. Jarvis, this amazing child, has to go in S tier. It's kind of the MVP of the whole MCU, so that's where he's going. Sorry, I got a text. Had to check that. This guy, what's his name? Skull and Crossbones or Rumlow. Oh, he sucks. E tier. I've got too many tiers, I feel like. But there's a lot of people. We've got like 115 people to go through today. And I'm going to be doing like a tier stream like once a week. I've got so many like ideas about tier listing. I've got a lot of opinions on things. Oh, F-Crawl, by the way, how are you today? I hope you're having a good day so far. Okay, I'm going to go back into this. This is Tony's dad. Thanks for the... You raided me. Thank you. Tony's dad. He was a bad father, but he did do a lot of help. He created an element. Yeah, I'm also good. Wait, that was my first raid. Thank you. Anyway. I'm really thinking about this. I'm gonna go with Rocket. Well, I mean, he's a little animal, so he's got to go in. Okay, A+ tier is for animals. Rocket has had a sad life, though. They've got a lot of people. Okay, this duck. He's from... Where are you from, mate? I don't remember, but it's an animal, so it's going in A tier. By the logic. Who next? I've got a lot of options. Oh, Zemo. Zemo was a good villain, C tier, but had a really sad motive, like, my family died because somebody else stole your nukes. I don't think that's a good motive. Wait, we've got two Groots. I see. Well, old Groot was alright, but young Groot should definitely go in S tier. They're so different, because old Groot was like, I am Groot, and kind of sucked. And then young Groot is like, I am Groot, and it's amazing because he's a little child now. I feel like I've got too many opinions on this. This little bitch, get out of here. He just kind of sucked all throughout the first Iron Mans. I'm not gonna give him a good rating. I feel like I'm seeing characters over and over again. It's because I am. I'm gonna group all of the Thanos villains together because they all kind of suck. Okay, Mysterio. E tier. Bad villain. But wait, no, C tier because he really did own Spider-Man. You put him in like a corner. Flash. Kind of a little bit bipolar. Kind of a bad friend. And a bully, so E tier. I'm just doing like my thoughts about these people. Who is like another S tier character? I'm gonna stare at their faces for one moment while I find somebody I like. Oh, Peggy Carter. Well, Peggy, she got her own show. In her show, though, she was kind of overpowered by men, and it was supposed to be a feminist show. So B tier, you can't get any higher than that. And she fucking made Steve go back in time because she loved him, and she was the only woman who loved him. So she's a B tier person. Okay, that leads me on to Steve, if I can find him. I've got strong opinions about this man. Is he even on here? What the fuck? My opinions are fresh in my mind. I have to do it now. He's not here. Well, I know he is. I just can't see him. Oh. Oh, this doesn't have all of the characters on it. It just has the ones up to Endgame, I think. Earlier I saw one I wanted to do. Okay. Lady Sif. I like Lady Sif. She's a fucking great warrior. A tier. However, she was only seen in like 1 or 2 movies for a little bit. She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. though. So that's great. I like her. She's a great fighter. So she gets that tier. I still can't... Okay, Odin. This guy was a bad father and he stole babies. So F tier. But he was quite powerful. No, his actions wronged people. This guy! I don't actually remember his name. But he was really, really funny in Ragnarok. So he is solid B tier. That guy's great. Solid friend. He did step on his friend though and kill him, so it's fine. Okay, I don't remember this guy's name. Names go over my head so quickly. This... I know who this is. This is the villain from Ant-Man. And, well, I don't think he had a clear motive, so F tier. And he basically just stole Ant-Man's power by stealing a suit using stolen technology. So he didn't really do anything for himself. He just stole other people's work and said, oh yeah, I'm going to be a supervillain, you know? Make a shit ton of money. So, it kind of sucked. Okay, I feel like I've male-dominated this board so far. So we're going to get some ladies up here. Pepper Potts. D tier. She tried to make Tony, what did she try and do? She tried to make Tony give up his career as Iron Man by exploding all of his suits. And she was kind of just annoying. And then she had a child with him, so... You know, I don't like her. She was just a side character. This blue lady, I don't remember who she is. But I feel like if I can't remember her, they're just going to go into E tier. Because they might have been good, but they're not memorable enough for me to remember them. So they go straight to that tier. I say that tier because I've already forgotten what tier. Wait! We have a third Groot! Teenager Groot! Oh, I love Teenager Groot as a teenager. It's fucking great. Yeah, he's going in S tier. Deserves it so much. Oh, I've got Stan Lee. I like the cameos throughout the years, so S tier. Oh, that's A+. S. Because he called Tony Stark Tony Stank, so he deserves S tier for that. Oh yeah, this guy. What the fuck's his name? It's like Piers or something. He can go... He's actually a really good villain, so... B tier. But he was a little bit of a bitch. So B tier is good enough. I'm trying to remember, like, these people. And they're not coming to me. Oh wait, are these from the old Spider-Mans? Because I didn't really see them that much. They were from deep in my childhood. So anyone from that long ago, I won't remember because I was a child when I watched them. But I do know majority. Okay, we're going to go with... I'm going to butcher her name, but Okoye. She is a flippin' A+ tier lady. She fights like By herself, don't need no man. Single lady. Okay, next. Okay, this old guy. Hank Pym. C tier. Because he kind of hermited himself when his wife got sucked into that dimension. Yeah, and he needed help to get her out, but he's supposed to be a genius. So I don't agree with him. And he kind of messed up his daughter. Yeah. Oh, Aunt May. Aunt May. I know she's a side character, but she is an A+ tier person. Joining the animals in the A+ tier. But she died recently, so that was actually heartbreaking. I don't think she deserved that kind of death. Ooh, Wong. I love Wong. He deserved to be Sorcerer Supreme in I don't know, the movie I just watched, Spider-Man No Way Home. That was a nice, deserving thing. Okay, next person. Who is this? Is this the Sorcerer Supreme? Because I hate her. I'm gonna say it is, and just go with it. Sorcerer Supreme. Solid. What tier? D tier. We didn't see much of her. Could have saw more. But she basically taught Doctor Strange and then handed over her powers. So she's a D tier person. Okay. Is this Heimdall? It is. Oh, I found Steve! Okay, my opinion on Steve. A tier character, because basically what he did was he got frozen in the ice after becoming Captain America and did all this shit with the Avengers, made great family ties with them, and then when he had the chance to go back in time, he fucking took it and left his best friend who had severe mental issues and to be with this lady who in his time had kids and was happily married but also dead. To be with her, and then we just see him as an old man, and he gave Sam the shield, and he was kind of like, I'm turning my mic down, he was like, oh yeah, I left you guys for this lady who I'd danced with never and I'd talked to like 4 times. So that was kind of a shitty ending for him, and now he's irrelevant again. Yeah. Okay. Gamora. Gamora... C tier. She fought for her life, but at the expense of her sister, and then she just got thrown off a cliff. So, doesn't really count. I don't know who this is either. Ultron. Ultron is a good villain, I think. Solid A tier, because he almost had them. And that's my favourite movie, so I'm going to keep him in A tier. Oh, this little arse. F tier. Actually, no, D tier. He had a good ambition, but it was not carried out well, and he was not the genius he needed to be for the plan to work. So he's going in D tier. I've forgotten his name. I should know this. Okay. This is an animal. It should go in the animal tier. Okay, just by that, it's going in the animal tier. Yep. That's all the thought needed to go into that one. I think this worm thing, I think that was one of the ones that came with Thanos. But it's not memorable, so F tier. Is Thanos on here, actually? I want to put him in there. My eyes are not good enough for this type of thing. Oh, he is. I see him. So Thanos. Solid A+ tier character. Had a flipping great motive. Wanted to save the universe. What else to do? He managed to defeat everyone and get all of the Infinity Stones. But then he kind of gave up afterwards, and then he decided, oh yes, I'm gonna let death consume me. And he just succumbed to it. At least his ending was peaceful, But he could have put up a fight, you know? It didn't need to end like that. And then all his hard work kind of went to waste because it's the heroes have to win, so. But he did leave us with a great 2-part movie. I like that. He did also ruin a lot of other things, but that is fine. Every good thing comes to an end. I like this witchy dude. Because he had a lot of cool powers, so A tier. I liked him. I don't know his name. I don't remember a lot of names. Ah, this dude is amazing. Okay. I'm just looking at who else do I know on this board. This lady, she had a spear and she stabbed... Who did she stab? Vision, maybe? She stabbed Vision. Anyway, I did not think she was that great, so C tier. These colours throw me off because S tier should be like green. She is a C tier lady because she had a spear and she commanded an army. However, she was not that great at fighting and she did not have screen time, so C tier. Kind of middle ground because I love feminism. Okay. Rhodey. Rhodey is B tier because basically Rhodey is like a great best friend character, although was kind of a shit friend in Iron Man 2 because he stole the suit, although Tony was kind of being a little bitch. But anyway, he stole the suit and then he kind of souped up the suit and then caused this massive thing where he gave the technology to Hammer Industries. That's who that guy was earlier, Justin Hammer. Yeah, so kind of a shit friend. And then he got paralysed from the legs down, so not really a good hero. I'm giving a lot of harsh judgments today. Yeah, I don't remember who you are. Okay, her. I think she is Hela, but sorry. I got a text again. Yeah, I think she's Hela from like Greek mythology. Not Greek. What are they from? It is Greek. Is it Greek? Yeah. So I feel like she was a filler character, so E tier, because she only showed up in Thor Ragnarok, and then, well, we didn't see her again, and she got defeated, so she's not a great character. And she was a dictator, so E tier. Oh, I saw the Collector on here. The Collector! Solid A tier, because he had everything, and he only lost it to his, like, what is that word? To the lady who worked for him getting too power hungry. That is the only way he lost it. But he could have been so powerful and amazing, and then he just wasn't because he let somebody take it all away. But other than that, it was great. So A tier. Oh, the Red Skull. Okay, technically, if you're doing it in chronological order, he was the first villain. Wait, first villain of the MCU. So B tier, but also he was easy to defeat, and he peeled his face off. So a B tier. I don't know why the peel his face off was a thing. Oh, I remember who this guy is. This is Whiplash from Iron Man 2, I think. This is a B tier character. So his motives, I think, were his dad worked with Tony Stark, and then but didn't get any credit or money for the work that he did. So he was pretty angry that he couldn't pay his medical bills. And then he went to the US and was like, yo, I'm gonna F your shit up, and chopped a car in half. And then he got put in jail. And then he got out of jail, worked with Justin Hammer, gave them a bunch of suits. But then he still got defeated. But he really liked his bird. But that was like a key point with the development of the Iron Man suit. That's why it's in B tier. Okay, this person, I feel like she's called The Ghost. This also felt like a filler character. So E tier. She didn't have much going for her. She kind of just was there. I don't actually know how long I can make this. I don't have long opinions. I have really short opinions, but a lot of them. Okay. I don't know who this is. Oh, yes, I do. It is the guy from Iron Man 3. He got rejected by Tony Stark, and then he wanted to prove himself, I think. So he kind of made this technology that made people regrow limbs and basically become a bit invincible. But when they get too angry, they blow up. So that's why he's in D tier. He had many flaws. And, well, let's just say he's in the same tier as Pepper. For many, many reasons. Okay, this lady, I know who she is. I remember. She is the pilot that worked with Carol Danvers. And she has a daughter. I'm going to say E tier. Because she is another filler character that we don't really care about. Because we met her once. She didn't really do much. But she did give us backstory to how Carol became Captain Marvel. But again, we don't really care about her. She's a filler. Okay, I can't see the whole of this guy, so I don't actually know who they are. Oh, this is the villain from Captain Marvel. This guy, F tier. He didn't think for himself. He followed the laws of the government. And kind of was a little bit of a bitch. So we're going to put him in F tier. Okay. Where are the other warriors? They're the Warriors 3, which I think is this guy. They're going to go in the same tier as Sif, next to her, because they all fit together, because they were Thor's friends. And they kind of helped him. I think this is another one, but there should be a third. But I can't see the third. / I don't know what they look like, because I've forgotten. This guy! Got him. They have to be together because they are the Warriors 3. And they kind of just back up Thor on anything. We saw them like twice. In the same movie, I think. In Thor 1. Yeah, that is when we saw them. But we see Sif in other things. Oh, this is the Sorcerer Supreme. So who the fuck is this? Is that not the same actress? Sorcerer Supreme in D, for reasons previously stated. Who is she? It's giving me Doctor Who vibes, not Marvel vibes. Ugh, I do not care. She can stay in that tier. Okay. Dr. Foster. Okay, Dr. Foster. She's got potential, you know? B tier. Because she was just like a girl in the movies. But she could get better. She could go on to having an amazing role in the next movie, Thor Love and Thunder. But in the movies we've seen her in, she did not do anything besides look at the weather and get her stuff stolen from her. So B tier. Okay. Who next? Shuri. She's going to go into the... Which one? A tier. Because she is a flippin' child genius, okay? She made the Black Panther suit, basically revolutionized Wakanda with a force field. She's like 14, 15, and so that's flippin' amazing. And also, she can like fight and stuff. She's got a lot of potential. I don't know if there is another movie actually, but yeah, that's why A tier. What's that A tier? A plus tier. Even better. Oh, this guy from Ant-Man. This guy follows her in A tier because he did them really fast, like catch-ups that were really funny. So A plus. And then, okay. Ew, I don't care. This guy was also one of Thanos's minions, I'll say. So where's the other one? He's gonna go with his friend. I think they're together. He didn't say a word. He was just there for intimidation purposes. So F tier. Oh, this guy also. but he kind of had a bigger role, I think. So he can go with the lady. As a filler character, it was basically just to show that Thanos was powerful. So that's why they go in that tier. That was a really long I apologise for that. This guy, he did nothing. D tier, because we got to see epic fight scenes because of him. But also, he was just an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So D tier. This lady is the wife of Hank Pym. She's a genius. B tier. But B tier because she was just stuck in the other dimension for a while. But she is a genius and helped them in the long run. Although we have not seen much of her yet. So, B tier. Happy Hogan. He is also a B tier character. He's been in like so many of the movies. I think he's been in like the most. I don't know. I haven't researched that. Don't take my word for it. He is in B tier because although he's been in every movie and he's like a statement, he did not do much, nor has ever done much, because he is weak. So B tier. And we got Clint Barton. D tier. He runs out of arrows too often. He brought like 6 arrows with him to the first Avengers fight, and I don't know how he did anything because he didn't have any arrows. He gradually got better with his arrows and he bought 2 arrow holders. But why would you bring 6 arrows to a whole army thing? A whole war? So he had potential, but he's retired now, and I hated the Hawkeye series, so that is why he is in D tier. Who else have we got then? Oh, Valkyrie. Oh, I like Valkyrie. A tier, because what does she do? She is a drunk. Yeah, she's a drunk. She fell off a ship. She's really good at fighting. She helped them destroy Ragnarok, who's over here. And she was also in the New Asgard on Earth. And I think she's going to be in the next movie. And I can't wait to see that. So A tier. Is this guy not also Tony's dad? I'm going to group them together because I think they're the same person, just different ages. He is from the Peggy Carter series and he's from the movies. So they're different people, but they are also the same person. I think. Not sure. I'm trying to think about who I actually know. This guy. What the flip is his name? He also worked for Thanos, but he did better stuff than the other minions, but not as memorable as these two. So he's going here. They're the only reasons I've got for him because I can't remember him. Okay, we got Ned. Ned is like an A+ tier character. He's the guy in the chair. What more do I have to say except that? Okay, this guy. Star-Lord's adopted father, whose name slips my mind. Disclaimer, I'm really bad with names, so you can't blame me. This guy, B tier, because technically he kidnapped a child, but he also saved said child, but also delivered many, many, many more children to the evil father who absorbed them or something. So also not great, but great for saving Peter Quill, who I'll talk about now. Peter Quill, Star-Lord, he has good taste in music. A tier. But he has a bad backstory. Like, he got kidnapped because he went into a field and went under one of them spaceship beams. That's how he got shipped up into space. Yeah, so A tier. He can't be any above. But he's kind of a bad fighter, and I don't know how he got the name Star-Lord if he was really bad. That's all I got to say about him. Okay, we got Agent Coulson. C tier. Yeah. Well, he died, so C. But also, he was probably a great agent before that. He didn't actually die, by the way. He went to Tahiti, which is the alien hidden in the incubator. That's from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So he was alive and everyone thought he was dead, but he was good motivation for the first Avengers. Hope Pym C tier. Yeah, I just don't think she's got great morals. She was kind of just like, oh yeah, my mother's in another dimension, could be dead. Yeah. Okay, this guy, Ego. E tier. Because technically he's a god, but also he killed his children many times, and he's not a great man. So E tier, although he did get defeated, so it's fine. Wait, is this Heimdall? I swear I saw him earlier. I'm just going through my recent things. Am I getting people mixed up because they look similar? That's a shame. Or did I just think about him? I'm just going through the people to see who I've said this man is. Well, I can't see him, so Heimdall. Yeah, this guy is like a C tier because he's the all-seeing gatekeeper from Asgard. However, he didn't do much, and he could have been more powered. Like, he could have done more to help, but he didn't, so C tier. He was following his king's orders. This is also Stanley, isn't it? Is it? Actually, I don't know. I'll think about that. Okay, I'm gonna just shove some characters I don't remember into the F tier, because if they're not that memorable to me, and I remember quite a bit, then they have to go straight into F tier, because I've got some great memory. It's just them. I don't know who they are. Okay, next people. Killmonger. B tier, because he came close to conquering Wakanda, but he didn't conquer Wakanda. My chat box wasn't working earlier. Anyway, just leave that. But he didn't conquer Wakanda because you can't conquer Wakanda because they are the strongest people in the MCU. This won't fit on my screen anymore. Shit. So, yeah. And he also had like them weird scars that I don't think are possible. Yeah. He had bad morals. This guy. Oh, I love this guy. This is the funny overlord guy from Thor Ragnarok. I don't remember his name anymore. But he had this really massive arena. And basically, he kept the contestants in a cell and then made them fight. It's all made up, by the way, so no TOS or anything. But he was like comedic relief for that movie, I think. That was good. I liked it a lot. Yeah. I feel like he should come back for more. Okay, Nick Fury, the mastermind himself. A+, not S, because he also made bad choices. Not like these angels. He kept a shit ton of secrets, had S.H.I.E.L.D. taken over from the inside, created them helicarriers in the Winter Soldier. What else did he do? He lied to the Avengers about Coulson's death. Well, he did create the organization of S.H.I.E.L.D., so that's why he's an A+, and because he's an evil mastermind. That's why he's an A+. Okay, this guy. What is this guy's name again? I know him. He got his arm chopped off. He is a solid D tier character because he's kind of a bad villain trying to be a good villain. He's not quite there yet. He basically just stole vibranium and was a vibranium dealer to other people. We saw him twice in all of the movies, so that's why he's there. This guy, I don't know who he is, so he's going there. Okay, Loki. He can be a B tier character because I feel like someone came near my door. I feel like he's very overrated. Like, everybody loves him, and I'm kind of just like, we haven't seen him do something amazing yet, so why do you love him so much? he has just been mind controlled, adopted / stolen, and he's just turned into a frost giant. So why does everyone love him so much? He got his own series because of that, and the series was kind of bad. We just learned that there's the Watcher, and then the Watcher got his own series. Yeah, I do not rate that. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, same tier as Loki, B tier, because he's very overrated. People love him. He has not lived up to his full potential yet, because he was going to be the Sorcerer Supreme, and then he was not the Sorcerer Supreme because he got particleized in Infinity War. So Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme, which was rightly deserved, by the way. And Doctor Strange failed that spell in Far From Home, got into a car crash, which I don't know if that was his fault. He could have been speeding or something. And then he kind of was really sad for a while because he couldn't be a surgeon anymore. So he went up to the I don't know if it was mountains. He went to a different country and found the Sorcerer Supreme, became a wizard, and then he conquered this time guy and put him in a time loop, which was kind of great, but he could have done more. I dropped my mouse. Agent 13, Sharon Carter, E tier. What does she do? Nothing. She kind of sucked. She was Peggy Carter's niece. She was her niece. She didn't do anything. So E tier. I don't remember who this guy is either, so F tier. Oh, this guy. I like this guy. This guy's solid B tier with Doctor Strange and Loki, because he was one of them people in Guardians of the Galaxy who, like, I think he decided who goes in prison, or he was one of the pilots. But anyway, he's memorable and he had good morals, so B tier. Okay, Bruce Banner. Oh, Bruce Banner needs to go into the A+ tier because he is the Hulk. He made himself the Hulk accidentally. Kind of, it worked out for him. So he's A+. And he's a genius. What else did he do, actually? I had a point, it's just lost my mind. So, genius, the Hulk, flippant great anger suppression, considering he's angry all the time. He kind of just an all-round good character. However, at moments he is useless and can get out of control very easily. This guy, I believe he was in the prison in Guardians of the Galaxy. However, he is a side character and not memorable, so F tier. Who is this? I remember this guy, but not enough, so F tier. This guy I also don't remember, but I feel like he was in Captain Marvel because of the lighting and the suit. But I hated that movie, so F tier. Okay, this guy. This lady even. She was in Black Panther. And I thought she was actually a good character. She kind of held her own. But also, I didn't see enough of her. So that means A tier. Okay, now one of my favourite characters, Wanda. She has to go straight into S tier because she's the fucking Scarlet Witch, okay? She's a fucking feminist, girl boss, witch, mind controller. She kind of fell off a bit in the series WandaVision, but she's coming back in Doctor Strange, the next one. I don't know what it is. So I'm ready for that. I'm really excited. And I feel like we're going to see her again, you know? And then her twin, Pietro. A tier character, because of his sister. He had a lot of potential. However, he did die very easily, considering I don't think that's how it would have worked with his super speed, which means he had tighter metabolism and faster healing. But anyway, it happened. You can't blame it. This guy's also not very memorable, so he'd go into that category. I remember this guy. He A tier because he was in Black Panther, and he kind of, did he help them? I don't actually know what he did. But I remember him doing something. So he's an A tier character. My memory from that movie is not great. Okay, I think there is another. This guy that looks like the Green Goblin. However, I don't think it is, so it's going to go into E tier. Because if it's not the Green Goblin, which I would place in E tier, then it's somebody else who's unmemorable who'd be in F tier. So that's where it should be. Okay, now we got... This guy also looked like Ego, to be honest. Or is it Stan Lee? I'll put it straight into F tier, because I don't remember who they are. Okay, now do I remember all of these people? This guy I can't actually see. So, I don't know. I believe this dude also was in Thor Ragnarok. B tier. A B tier character. I believe it was also comedic relief. So, alright. But I didn't do much. Okay, I know all the people that like this colour scheme because they were in the recent movies. This guy... Who are you, mate? Oh, I can't see him enough. F. Same with, did I put that guy in there? Yeah. Same with this. Oh no, this guy, I know who he is. This is one of the brothers. Is it a brother? It is not. This guy's from Asgard, I think. Eater. He didn't do much. I don't know who this guy is. This man, he helped Thor a couple of times throughout the movies. So he's going in B tier because of his brains, but also we didn't see enough of him, and he didn't help his friend through his mourning period of losing his planet and losing to Thanos. So B tier. And then, okay, this guy who I was thinking of, he, I believe, is one of the, like, connected to the family of the royal family of Wakanda. So C tier, I believe he said, "We'll eat your children." I'm joking, we're vegetarians. So I'm going to put him in C tier because it was a bad joke. We got this guy. He is one of the Kree. I believe the one who pretended to be Nick Fury in Spider-Man, which I'm going to put him in A tier for that because he flippin' helped Nick Fury when he didn't have to and he'd been hunted his whole life. He explained a lot, you know. Shapeshifters, they're cool. They're going to go in A tier. They are great. But I also don't understand why Nick Fury is hiding in space like a little pussy. So that's A tier. Who else have we got? We've got Darcy. Darcy's C tier. I don't like Darcy that much. She's kind of annoying. So she's going in C tier. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about her. Vision. The cyborg himself. A tier. He's a cute little cyborg who has really bad social habits. So A tier. He could be better, but you know, he's not. And then we got MJ. MJ, oh, I really like MJ. A+. I like her because of, she's a teenager, you know, like me. She's written like one. She's kind of smart, kind of relatable. But also, she's also not that helpful. So that's why she's not an S tier. Okay, Tony Stark, the man who started everything. I can't even put him in S tier. He has to go in A tier. He's made some wrong choices. So basically his wrong choices are that... Oh, I can't say that word live. So basically he gave up everything for Pepper Potts, which you don't need to give up everything for love. If they love you, they fucking stay with you. So that was like a bad choice. He also had some bad choices in his youth where he was a little bit of an alkie and made some bad choices. And then he created a shit ton of missiles, but didn't keep track of the missiles. So yeah. He did some more bad things too, like he locked up Wanda. That's kind of it. And he's kind of annoying to some of the characters, but yeah. And we got Spider-Man. I quite like Spider-Man as a character. However, he has more potential, so he shall not be an S tier. He should be an A+ with his GF. Because in the recent movie, he made some bad choices, like letting everybody forget who he is, and now he's kind of sad about it. but A+. I'm kind of sad the new characters aren't in here, like the Eternals and the people from Shang-Chi. But maybe they'll get added one day. I didn't make this. Somebody else made it. I'm just using it. Does that say align chart? Oh, alignment chart. Okay, and now we've got King T'Challa himself. I think he's a great character, you know? A+. A+, because he lost the duel. That is the only reason why he's an A+. Okay, we've got Natasha. Okay, I really like Natasha. She is my favourite, besides Wanda. She's my favourite because she was selfless because she gave up her life for flipping Hawkeye because he's got kids. Yeah, but she's got a family too, you know? And then because of the Black Widow movie, I thought that was like a work of art, but everybody else hated it, so I'm kind of like closeted about it. But that is a great movie. I don't care what anyone says. That's why she's my favourite character. Who are you again? Maria Hill. Okay, I like her, but B tier, because we don't really know what she knows, and she's like Fury's left-hand woman, but she also doesn't think for herself that much. So B tier. Okay, next Nebula. C tier, because, well, she lost every fight as a child, and that's why she is a cyborg, but also because, like, she's, how do I say this? She, emotionally, she is not there. Therefore, she cannot reach her full potential because she's still annoyed about her sister, yet she loves her sister. They're in the same tier. Wow, cute. Okay, Thor. Thor. I'm going to put you in A tier because you're a great character, yes. You're one of the big three, if we're going to go with that. But also, you didn't make the right choices towards the end of, what is it, phase 4? Phase 3? Phase 3 or 4, where you decapitated Thanos, and then, what else did you do actually? Yeah, and then you kind of regretted that immediately. You blew up Asgard, and then you got really sad about blowing up Asgard. But he is a selfless character, so that's why he's an A tier. Okay, Mantis. Mantis is cute and funny. B tier. That's all I got to say about her. And then with Mantis comes Drax, because I think they're a great duo. He kind of lies to her a lot though. Yeah. Drax is cutely, really socially awkward. Okay, Sam Wilson. Yes, yes. The new Captain America, but not Captain America, Captain Falcon or whatever, is S tier because he flippin' took the mantle after Steve or booked it back to the 40s. So he had to kind of take all the responsibilities. So he's an S tier for that reason. And then with him comes Bucky Barnes because, where do you go? Because they're kind of like a duo now. Because he was a duo with Steve, but then Steve went back to the 40s. So now he's with Sam. He's still got a lot of issues to deal with, and I feel like he's slowly recovering from them. Also, he's got a metal arm, so that gives him like 10 points in my head. I think that's quite cool. And then last but not least, maybe least, Scott Lang. He's gonna go in A tier because he was a criminal as a child in his youth, I guess. He was a criminal. And then he tried to get out of being a criminal by stealing a suit from Hank Pym. So that's not really a good way to come out of being a criminal. He fell in love with Hope. He saved Hope's mother. He helped in Infinity War. Did he? No, he didn't help in Infinity War. He helped in Endgame. He helped in Endgame. A+ for that. Because he... Why is my mouse being like this? He flippin' told them how to go back in time. Without him, it would have ended in Infinity War. Nobody would be alive. Everyone would just be poofed still. That is why he's an A+ tier. Because without him, they can't go back in time. They can't save everyone. They can't undo what Thanos has done. That is great. Anyway, this is my tier list as a whole. Yeah. They're just my opinions. I will download it later. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of strong opinions about these people. Not so strong opinions about the people in F tier, because a lot of them just, I don't know who they are. But going up, I had a lot of strong opinions about other people. Glad you watched. Have a nice day. And see you tomorrow. Bye.